I was in the back office earlier yesterday. I hadn't had a chance to get back there today. When I was there yesterday, we still have not seen the new Manatee website, which I think is awesome. And I want anybody to jump in when you want to, when you hear something that you were excited about also. I always love hanging out with our team. It was just really, really fun. And I want to do more of that. I want us to get together and do more trips where it doesn't even have to, it could be in one of the United States. I mean, it doesn't have to be, we don't have to go to Mexico or Antigua. We don't have to go to all those places.
Well,
Just
Delby was talking about maybe Friday it may be up.
Oh, Friday? Okay. Well, that would be good. That would be good because for the few of you that were not at the convention, they showed us a new website, a new presentation, and with leads. And I've gone on there and I'm now 60% full with the to complete all the questions that they're asking you. And it's not hard questions. Some of them can be like tedious, like wanting to know a picture of the best trip that you had. Well, I just went on what I had on my laptop, which was a picture of Rick and I up on Pikes Peak, which is 14,000 miles high. And, it's called the summit, and people come from around the world to go there. I had, and now, of course, Rick has more pictures of our travels. Like, I would love to get the one from him with us in front of the Eiffel Tower, but I didn't have that on my laptop. So I just used what I had, and it was a good one because Pikes Peak is one of the places that they say you should see. And it is a spectacular view because you are amongst the clouds pretty much. And it does look like you can touch the plains because you're so high up. And you can see from miles and miles and miles. And you go there right from Colorado Springs, Manitou. So we've gone several times while we lived in Colorado Springs. So I thought that was a good picture to show of the mountains because it is someplace that people want to go and see, along with Page, Arizona, with all the different horseshoes and all that. So we had a ton of pictures that I could put up, but that was the first one that came up. And, when you're trying to complete all the boxes and fill out all the squares, and then you have to upload your driver's license and all these different things you have to do. But I believe it's going to be worth it once they get the website up and running because they're going to use AI to advertise for you. So I will be completing that. Like I said, I'm about 60% completed, and I'll go in and see what else they're asking, what your Facebook name is, your Twitter, whatever you use, your LinkedIn, and I have all those. So just plugging that in so AI can do what it does and reach all the people on your behalf. That's what I'm looking forward to. But it was a great time. Um, we stayed in an Airbnb with Dawn and Mary and Juliet and Monica, I can't remember, and Deb and Beth. And it was 5 bedrooms, and Rick and I were able to get the one that was connected to a bathroom, which was great. And Dawn had a mishaps, but I text her, what's today? Thursday, Tuesday, and she said she was going to go to the doctor tomorrow, yesterday, Wednesday. So I told her to keep me updated on what's going on. Just quick information while I'm here. Ron had surgery Monday. It was a success. And we were just talking to back and forth to Mary, Linda, getting an update, and he's doing well. So that's a great thing because, Ron, he's looking forward to the next event, and he's a fighter. So that was good. So just wanted to brush over those things. Remember to keep everybody in prayer because everyone is going through something. And it was really moving for Vaughn because Vaughn Nickelberry became MVP for Surge 365 for this year. So we want to make sure we celebrate him constantly with that. I thought it was very moving of him to reach out and touch the people who touched him when he was in a down state. And so that was really good. But I'm really proud of him to have made MVP for Surge. So we want to make sure we as his team celebrate him that all year long and just constantly lift him up. And tonight we're going to be doing our presentation, and we talked about joining his team, his other directors, joining our Thursday night team, and we're going to do different things on Thursday night. And right now, we don't want to do the old presentation because there's a new one out there that we want to get our hands on, and we want to do some training. So we'll put together, I say we, Rick will put together some great things that we will talk about tonight. Darlene, did you want to say something?
No, I didn't. That was
Oh,
an accident.
oh, okay. Don't worry about it. I hit buttons all the time. But yeah, we had a great time, and so that'll be interesting to see how this all folds out. Everybody's excited. Everybody's looking for the new. But what I always tell people all the time, you still have to work your business. And after we leave these conventions, everyone's excited. Everybody wants to do this, do that. But you still have to work your business. You still have to find a way to do it. And you have to find the way that makes you happy, that makes you content with doing it. Everybody does not work this business the same way. And so you have to find out, how will you work it? How will you share it? So we have a person in our team that just purchased the website, and Rick was like, oh, I could share it with your kids. And she didn't want to share it with her kids. And so Rick reminded her that this can be a family event. This can be a family website, and where your kids might have other people that they could share it with and save on it and do different things with it. So that right there let her know that she does not have to just work it herself. She can actually share it with her family members, and they might have someone who might say, hey, I want to do this for my family. So it's all how you look at it and how what works best for you. But we had a really great time, and we were able to do some things. Puerto Rico was interesting. We went to San Juan. San Juan is a stairmaster on steroids, because when you walk up that hill to get to the castle, it is like the incline is, how do you say, 100% straight up. There is no bending in this incline. But Adrian, she was a trooper. She and Darlene and Chantel, they were smart. They found a bench and talked to the pigeons. So that was good. And then we decided to venture up this hill. I've walked it before with my kids when we've been to San Juan, and it's hot and it was good. The pictures were great. The scenery is spectacular. It's breathtaking once you actually get up there. But know that it is definitely a climb, and it would be worth just taking an Uber, because that was one thing. Ubers were everywhere, Lyfts were everywhere, and we're talking $5 to $6 to get from point A to point B. It was not that expensive. I came home and I looked at my credit card statement, and that's all I saw was $6, $5, $8. I think $13 was the largest I saw when we came from the airport. And then we used a taxi to go back, and we gave him a tip because he was there taking us around all the time. Every time we popped up there, he was, hey, you want to ride? So he took us different places, but it was a lot of fun. I had a good time, and would go back again. That's how much fun. And the way Puerto Rico is growing, I'm quite sure we will be doing something else there again. But other than that, that's pretty much all. I can think of a lot of things to say and share about the event, but I'll leave it up to everyone else because everybody had their different takes on what was going on. We had the white party at the end. We had the award ceremony there. Juliet spoke. Juliet's just awesome. There's no other way to describe her. She's awesome. And staying at the house with her when everybody was partying, Juliet's working. Juliet is at her computer, and Rick and I came in one night and everybody was doing something. And Juliet was at the dining room table, computer out, phone on, and I said, hey, 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 and she was like, okay, okay, and we went on back to the room to get dressed and change. And Juliet came out and she said, oh, I didn't mean to be rude, but I told her, you don't have a rude bone in your body. She said, I had to answer emails. I hadn't talked to Jessica yet, so she's just got a lot going on. And so she was doing all of that after she finished a whole day of presentation training. And then she talked to Jock's team. And then at 2 o'clock, she turned around and helped Delvey with the whole 2 hours of Spanish speaking training. And I'm quite sure that was a long day for everybody. But Juliet, we had a good 5 hour break to go to San Juan, and she was still working. So
How
she's
often
really
do you get a chance to hang out with a 10 plus million dollar anybody?
right. Yes, true,
Uh,
true. Yeah, yeah, really. And just being there with her, and she and so I said, Juliet, okay, this is we have to learn how to speak. Rick and I need to learn how to speak Spanish. And so she went, it's really easy. I went, okay. She said, just learn one thing a day. And she said, you and Rick go back and forth and talk to each other. And so we've been doing that, and it's been interesting with us going back and forth. But AI is amazing. And so when you don't remember something, all you have to do is pull out your phone and ask, and it will spell it for you and pronounce it for you. So this is going to be a great challenge. I think we probably won't see Juliet until next year in March, but I look forward to having a small little conversation with her as I learn the words that she suggested we learn first, and see how that goes. Oh, the trip next year is to Antigua, and they sold out, but they're not sold out. I'm quite sure there's going to be more vacancies for the trip. They did a $200 deposit to reserve your spot, and they had 150, was it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 150 rooms or 100 rooms, 100 rooms. And before they were done, they had 100 people that gave their name to put down $200 deposit on their room. And then Sarisa, who is new with the company, and you guys will see her face more, she's awesome. And she brought her, it's almost like they combine companies. So I'm not going to say that Serge bought her out or she bought us out.
They
It's her
merged.
company. Hmm?
They merged.
Yeah, they merged.
She
And so
merged
that's
into Surge.
she merged into Surge with her company. And she's been doing this for what, over 25 years? And she's the one that put the Antigua trip together. It looked like a beautiful property. And she be right then and there was telling Chris, I'll get more rooms. I'll get more rooms. So if we have to sell out those dates in March, then we will. And so I'm quite sure she said she's going to try talking to them for 25 more rooms, and then who knows how many more rooms she'll come up with. But I thought that was interesting, and it was fun. And they were doing a last room, one room, two rooms. Come on, come on! Everybody's running up with their
An
papers,
auction.
so that made it fun. But I'm
I
quite
believe it
sure that
was
I can't.
200 rooms initially.
Initially, they sold out 200 rooms at the convention,
Right.
and so they're trying to get more. I think the property has what, almost 400 rooms, something like that.
I'm
I
not
heard them
sure,
say.
but We'll get more rooms.
Yeah, we'll get more rooms. And then tonight we have the picture. I'm quite sure I have it on my phone if you don't have it on yours, Rick, or if anybody has it on their phone, we're going to be doing a quick little slide. And so we'll have that, or should we show that, not knowing if there's any more rooms available?
Oh, no, there will be.
Yeah, so we'll show that, and
Yeah,
anybody who
people won't
wants.
go out like that.
Yeah,
So they
I
never
think
had a chance.
yeah, there'll be more rooms. But anyway, I thought that was pretty spectacular. They have the overwater bungalows there, which is few with the glass bottom bungalow there where you can see the fish under. And I went, okay, I want one of those with a butler. I told her, I said, I want one of those with a butler. So it should be fun. It should be fun. And
So Brenda, Rick,
yes, yes.
are you guys saying that at the convention in Puerto Rico, 200 people signed up for Antigua?
On the
Yep.
spot.
Is that,
Yeah,
On
right
the
there.
spot.
wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they were.
What's the
And
dates, y'all? Hey,
oh,
everybody. What's the date for the Antigua?
March, Jackie. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna say it's around. Let me see if I can find the picture in my phone while you guys talk. But it's in March, and
Yeah, I hate I missed Puerto Rico. Y'all look like y'all had a blast.
oh man, it was so much fun. And so yeah, it's in
And
March
the
next year.
dates are March 10th through the 14th,
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Okay.
yes, and
2027, the Royal Chic Antigua.
Peak Antigua.
$200 room registration fee.
Chantel, do you have your hand up, or you just
Yes,
agreeing?
yes,
Go right
absolutely.
ahead. Go right ahead.
Absolutely excited. It was absolutely outstanding, excellent, way beyond what we even thought was coming because they have put in a lot of work to upgrade us to upgrade to Elite Advisor Advantage. We are so far ahead of everybody out here that I think some of these companies are going to be excited. And you won't have to do a lot of talking because the AI will be doing all the talking, but you will see other people coming because of what we represent. And
For pay
absolutely,
raise with a pay raise.
Mm,
yes, enjoyed. The family reunion as always. The energy in the room was, I thought 2008 was kind of off the chain with 20,000 people in there, but there was something special about the energy from all the nations gathered together. And meeting some of our new brothers and sisters and seeing people cross the stage who had just come into the company for the first time in May. And one of the guys actually put on 2 jackets before the weekend was up. He had earned his second jacket as National Builder, but they were so excited to meet us. We were excited to meet them. We had so much fun, so much training. The training was top shelf, but when Delby gets up here to train you corporately, he does not come to play. He said, please stay in your seats. And he meant it. And we did not move out of our seats. What was that, 3 hours straight?
yes.
Until the lunchtime. And we were like, oh boy, it was really great though. There is so much information that is coming because I took notes and we all have notes. And one thing I'm looking at right now that's talking about the new benefits under the Elite Advisor Advantage. Benefit 1 all the way to benefit 6. Are you going over that, Rick?
Go ahead.
Benefit 1 is the turn, which is the core power tool. No one else in the world has this, and I'm looking at it in my back office right now. And it says upgrade to Elite Advisor Advantage, unlock turn, premium support, immediate website personalization, and the 30-day wait waiver. Wow. Okay, and we'll get into more what that represents, but that's just for starters. And as I turn the page, the Tri-Manatee News website was outstanding. It is interactive. It is going to make you laugh, but you're going to be very excited because it's moving with you as you input what you like or your customers. It is literally talking with them and taking them through to whatever their desire is. And then the premium support elite advisor is absolutely phenomenal. And yes, there is $39.95 fee to upgrade, but let me tell you, it's worth it. It is absolutely worth it to not have to do all this extra talking. Yes, it is. And so that's my takeaway for now.
All righty, that was good. And you know what I did? I was so excited that night that so Thursday night when we went back to the to the room, I couldn't even. Rick and I, we just were so giddy. We were just laughing, and I said, I want to sign up. So we went right there, signed up for the $39, and I have been playing around with it. I am looking forward to when they hit the button and get that all up and running. I love the idea. See, being there, we can't even begin to explain how this system works. We actually saw it and we still can't explain it. We still cannot explain it. But I do know that I'm going to make sure I am 100% complete on my leads information. So when it comes time for them to shoot my information out there, and it's going to be on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on TikTok, whatever one you choose to advertise, because you already are logged into that app. And there's Pinterest. It's going to advertise you on Pinterest if you want. It's just so much that they're going to be doing for you. And what I love about it, Chantel, which I was like, I'm ready. I am not going to have to spend days trying to come up with an itinerary for my cousin who wants me to find a way to get her a direct Amtrak train to Niagara Falls. And so I could put her email in there. She can then oh, that's Cereza right there. She can put all her information in there, play around, and the AI will give her an itinerary of what she wants. She can then log on, select it, pay for it, decline or accept travel insurance. So that is not on my plate. If she says she does not want travel insurance and something happens, I can go back to that page and say, see, you clicked deny, reject on travel insurance. That's not what I do. And then this travel insurance is awesome. And so we got to hear and talk to those ladies there. One thing Teresa did is she brought all her 25 years experience working with our competitors. Well, I didn't call them competitors, but working with other travel people out there who left us and tried to create their own. She worked with them for a minute. She worked with some other one, I forget the name. And she said, forget this, I can do this myself. So then she went and created her own company and started working travel. And so she has her own CLIA number, and she has the vendors that know her and love her. And she was able to get them to Puerto Rico. And so they were able to talk to us. And even TAP, Expedia was there talking about Expedia TAP. And then Rick asked the question, will we be able to have our own link where people can go to Expedia TAP? It links to us. And when they book, we get the commission. Because right now, when we have to take them there, kind of hold their hands, then they book, then we have to do we have to do a commission claim form and all that stuff. And she said, the more people, so the more of us that actually work on TAP, they'll start looking at putting that in place for us. So it is just awesome, all the different ways that we are not going to have to work. We're going to now work smarter as opposed to harder. And just getting someone's email and letting them know. So this is what the new Crabmanity site will look like.
You know what, Brenda? It was
Yes.
just so amazing. I think at the end of the day on Friday, we went across the street to the Metropole restaurant for
Mm-hmm.
dinner. And they told us it was going to be a 25-minute wait. So we walked back across the street, and the phone rang immediately and said, "Your table's ready." We turned right around, went right back. And when we sat down, they cleared the table off, and we slid in there. And then the people at the table next to us got up and left, and in slid Delvy and Lisa. That was, you could not plan that. Delphi looked like he was totally exhausted. His tie was ripped to the side of his shirt, but the top button was open. He was like, "Man, I'm so worn out." He was so excited. They poured out everything. We had intimate time with them. They love Seattle.
Nice.
She wants to come back. I mean, you just could not, if you weren't there, you couldn't experience that. That's my portion. Back to you.
Wow, that's awesome. I know you guys had a good time. And everybody was so, and that's one thing that even Shariza, because Rick and I got to spend some time and talk to her for a quick second. And that's one thing she loved about our company, the big family atmosphere. And Rick and I, we agree because some people we've known for years. I mean, we got to see Marilyn. We've been on different events where Marilyn had a room right next to us, and she's doing her little modeling pose under the waterfall, and Rick's taking pictures of her, and she's like, "Okay, take this one, take this one," and just the time over the years. And I think we've been to another resort where Chantel and Glenn was just two flights above us, and we're sitting in the pool, and they're like, "Are you guys gonna do the Thursday call?"
I think that was Punta Cana. But you know what? Delvey told us right then and there, he said, "What you guys are going to hear tomorrow is going to knock your socks off." He wanted to tell us so bad. I know he did. But I told him when he first sat down, I said, "Hey, Mr. El Presidente,
Mhm.
enjoy your dinner. I ain't going to sit here and bug you." Respect his time. It loosened him up. And it was just, he was not, I mean, he told us it was going to knock our socks off, and it did.
Mhm.
Back to you, Brenda.
It really did. One thing I can remember about the presentation that I love is that it wasn't all over the place. It wasn't showing you the vortex. It wasn't showing you the membership. It wasn't all of this. It wasn't showing, it wasn't taking you all those places. It stayed straight. And from what I can gather, and I know I need to hear it at least 3 or 4 more times, or even read it 3 more times, the way Delvey was explaining it to us is that we're showing people how they can make money by selling Travmanity, not necessarily selling travel, selling Travmanity to make money. Because he said a lot of times you try to tell people you can save this, you can save that. And people are saying, "Oh, well, I'll get back with you in 6 months or a year when I'm getting ready to go on vacation." Where we want to explain to people, no, by selling Travmanity, you can now make money so you can go on that vacation sooner. Did everybody get that? Did I explain that correctly? Because that's what I got from that. Not necessarily save money with the vortex, save money with the membership, but by selling the whole Travmanity package, you could make money. I thought
How,
that was good.
how can we, you're not talking about selling specifically, you're talking about promoting Travmanity, right?
No. By showing them that you get with the $500, you get
The
Travmanity.
income
Am I explaining that
opportunity.
correct?
With the
Yeah,
income opportunity.
yeah.
Yes.
And not so
So,
much, because you know how we did it in the past, where we would start off with you could promote Vortex, promote the membership, saving this, saving that. And he said people are not looking to save money, they're looking to make money.
Right. He's like, why are you showing them discounts?
Right. Yes. Yes.
Why are you showing discounts? Show them the business.
Right. Yes. He said, show them the business because that is how they can make money. And this new presentation pretty much does that. It breaks it down where you're showing them, and you're not getting into the compensation plan. Uh, I don't think I've seen a lot of that, but it was pretty much here's this package. If you sell it, you will make this much money. So, and
What's
I,
nice about that is that, how because people say you're just making money from recruiting. No, we're
yeah,
not.
right.
We
Nope.
sell, it's an income producing opportunity, and we sell the travel technology package. So instead of saying that that's a person, we sell the package. And so Surge does not sell travel. Surge sells the travel technology package. What's
Mhm.
nice about it, you sell three travel technology packages and you're three and free. You sell five travel technology packages and you get the leadership bonus, $500. And so it's a shift that we have actually been doing, but people haven't been doing. We are an income producing opportunity. And one of the things I wanted to say real quick is like you said, Chantel, the vibe, the feeling, and like you said, Glenn, it was just, I mean, it just made you feel so good to be around family and to see family again. And everybody's coming up to each other and hugging each other and high-fiving each other and just cheering for each other. And it was really cool talking to Sarisa, the new person over the travel, during a break. And Brenda and I was talking to her. And yes, she came over. They had been pursuing, Chris and Delby had been pursuing her for 3 years. She was in IntelliTravel, she was in Planet Net, and she says, "Why am I doing this for other people? Let me just get out and do it for myself." So she started her own travel company. So for the last 25 years, she's
Oh,
had her own
wow.
travel company.
They didn't say
And
what those other companies she was with. Now we know.
uh,
They didn't say which other companies. They said the other companies. They didn't
well,
say
no, she
which.
was
Oh,
in IntelliTravel. That was a personal conversation
Yes, he
that I
Okay.
told
had
us.
with her where she came from IntelliTravel
Uh-huh.
as well as Planet Net,
All right.
which is very significant.
wow.
And she left
Yes.
way back when, left those to start her own company, and very, 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 very successful, with her travel company. And so she brings that experience in travel. She brings everything. The vendors who love her, absolutely love her and trust her. One being Chubb Insurance, travel insurance, and another one, get this, Expedia Tap, one of her very best friends. And so she brings those relationships with her. And on a personal note, we were just talking, and she was just saying how she had a prophetic word that kind of led her to doing what she's doing and saying yes to Surge 365 and joining the team. And in talking to her and us understanding Coach's vision, for me, it was one of those points, significant points in time. And for those of us who have been riding this ride a long time, there has been critical points in our history. Okay, Darlene, we'll see critical points in our history where it can either go one way or another. And we've always been blessed to keep moving forward. Miracles have happened that have kept us going forward. I mean, we know the miraculous. And in talking to her, I said, you know what, Teresa, this is one of those points with you saying yes, and with the prophetic words that you have been given a couple of times, one by a Christian, one by a Muslim man, and you saying yes to this point right now. to move us forward on the travel side. We're getting ready to explode on the travel side. I mean, it's getting ready to take leap year jumps in all the things that she is going to be bringing to the table. The training, the vendors, her passion, her heart, her work ethic. I mean, it's just getting ready to go to a whole nother level on the
And the
travel
way
side.
they have incorporated AI.
Her
Oh,
AI. I
look,
mean,
you ask AI a question and you can say, tell me it in Spanish, and it immediately starts talking to you in Spanish.
Delby
Okay, I'm
showed us
sorry.
that last night.
Sure did. It was hilarious.
I'm going
Oh
to share with
man.
you guys a little bit. If you see my screen, and I haven't really filtered through the slides yet, but this is what the new site's going to look like, where you can click on it and say, well, it's going to say, Welcome to Paradise. And you'll be able to click on the different pictures from the different locations. Where do you want to go? It'll give you information on those locations. And Chris really got a kick out of this, where the plane comes through and backs up and goes forward. And but this is kind of an idea what the site's going to look like. But Shritza Krausen, she is just amazing. She is outstanding. I know that she has come in to pick up the vision of Coach to take us the next mile, the next course, and to take travel to a whole nother level, because she knows she's come from. She says, I took a demotion, to take this position. I said, no, Sarisa, this was a promotion. Why is that? Because you have access to a stable plethora of folks who have been here, tried, proven, willing to go forward, make things happen, overcomers, world changers. And she was like, I know. And it's true. And some of the credentials and what you will find at Travmanity. So this is a site like our Travmanity.fun that people will be able to go to and learn about Travmanity. And this is where it comes to, if you've got a question, in AI basically being able to answer those questions. I did a little recording here. I'm not sure how much, but where it was talking, you really can't hear it. But a person can come in that's not in the business and ask different questions. And the way they also presented it is that if you're in the business, you can ask different questions so you can learn about, how AI would answer those questions. And then, of course, the new back office, as Chantel was saying. And you want to get this elite advantage. Absolutely. Because of all the benefits that it provides you. And I'm going to show you right quick here. I think I have it up. All the different benefits. Oops, that's the presentation. But you want to go into your Travmanity, mytravmanity.com, and log in, or at mysurge365.com and log in, and then go to your back office, and you'll be able to see all the benefits, the six major benefits. Just right off, and Chantel mentioned it, you're going to be able to, in fact, let me just bring it up right quick. I have it. But you're not going to have to wait the 30 days was one of the things. Let me go to it. You don't
That
have to
is
wait.
major.
That is anything that was blocking a person from getting started is removed. Okay, so first of all, this turn, when you get a chance, go to turn dot, I think it's .com or something, TERN, award-winning itinerary builder. You're putting in the name, you're putting groups together. Jackie, you're going to love this. You're doing groups, whether it's cruises or destinations, and it's spitting out everything that you need. The 30-day wait, no longer once you become with the elite advisor. You've got, oh, this social share pro. Somebody want to talk about that? That's outstanding. Where it automatically, when you put in the name of your client, will send out on a daily basis social media posts, whether it's destinations or happy birthday, and it's all doing it on your behalf. Anybody else have anything to add on the social share? The Travmanity ID card. Now you're getting it immediately when you upgrade. You know, as opposed to, it was it $1,500 in sales or something?
Yes.
Website website personalization, and then premium support. Hey, travel is getting ready to go to a whole nother level.
And
And
then
so,
upgraded to 70% commission.
oh yeah, she gave us all a pay raise. So, man, she's just going to bring so much life to the travel side of the business. And Shelly's still going to be with us, but this is going to be a great addition. And she brought one of her folks over. I think her name is Debbie, who is a beast also, just making things happen. And she's going to be handling the support tickets. And her goal to make sure that those support tickets are answered and responses are getting back to the people. This is just going to go to a whole nother level. But I told her, I said, this is one of those moments from 4 or 5 moments in the past that prayers have been answered that will keep us in sync with Coach's vision of where we're going in the future. And
So Rick, step back a second. So the $39.95 or whatever it is that one time or monthly?
that's going to be monthly.
Okay.
Now, what's cool? Say again.
The next question I've got is, as far as the commission structure, as soon as you finish first class training, it's now 70%?
I believe
Or what?
everything. What was that? Somebody?
Yes, it was 70, up to 70%. And then the next step takes you up to 80 or 85%.
Okay.
Like I believe now when a person first comes in, it's 50%.
Right.
And
And
so
then
Correct.
she bumped that to, what was that, Chantel? Did she bump that to like 60?
Don't quote me on that, but it was upgraded for sure. I remember that.
Yep.
yeah, but
So
once they complete that first class training, they go to
Right.
70.
yeah.
Okay.
You're right, Glenn. You're right because you start at the 60 and then when you complete the training, it goes to the 70.
You know
So that's
what?
where the bump up came in.
What is so cool is that she basically took away anything that would stop a person from
Yeah.
immediately saying, I'm a travel agent. I'm here to make money. I'm here to make it happen.
You know,
Copy
we,
that.
we we got a chance to talk with Sarisa and her husband.
Oh my goodness.
Chantel, share that.
Whoa. When I tell you she is a personable person, we were coming out of the white party and every person that came before her, she started from scratch talking, and to the point where Dwayne, that's her husband's name, he put out the little, you know how Coach used to pull out that little pull Jeannie back when she was doing a lot of talking, little stick thing. He did that with Sarisa. He says, um, this person is standing here to take a picture. He moved her over to take the picture because she is that personable with each person. She wants you to be fully understanding that I got you. I'm here. I see you, and I am going to give you my time. And this lady and this man has energy. We were coming out of our room, getting ready to go to the airport at 6. They had to pick us up at 6:25, I believe it was. They were coming by our room talking about they were heading to the farmer's market, driving, and I'm just looking at Glenn like, I love them. They are amazing, but they're so full of energy. You
Are.
can't help but like her. I'm telling you, her
That's true.
personality is just that person. And so we're very thankful. But the expertise that this lady, we cannot tell you the level of this expertise. You remember we had the leader, and it reminds me of him every time I look at her. I would be thinking about Kim Sorensen because he was so serious about those travel relationships with the suppliers out there, and he put his whole well-being into making sure that we were top, 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 even up to the 30th person in the travel industry recognized by the industry. And so she is going to sit in those seats as well. So that's exciting.
And she brought all of her buddies who are the top in the industry with her.
It's the truth. We have taken a major, gigantic leap in travel. We already was about to dominate the industry. We absolutely are about to dominate the industry on the travel side as well. Chris, you got a question?
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Chris.
On this website, are we able to put our own domain name on it, or is it going to be the trapmanity.com/Clapham Adventures or whatever
Yeah, it's going to be trapmanity.com.
slash
But
blah blah?
Yeah,
but
unless
you will be able to customize these sites though, is what they
like put
said.
your picture, your name. But
Yeah,
Chris, if you want to do that, you really just want to get a GoDaddy domain name and
Right.
then hit
right,
forward.
right.
Just point it to it. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. The personalization will be your picture and your name, and I'm not sure what
Right,
else.
yeah. According to
And
Brian
can I
Sanders, we were able to. It sounds like he's already started his a little bit, and it's like unlimited uploads on pictures. He made it sound like so.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's right. They said you'll be able to put up your personal pictures. Yeah, yeah. That's pretty powerful.
and let me
Now,
say this, Rick. The think of it like this, because I hear people talking about the elite advisor advantage. Your overhead is literally going to be 50, what is that? 39, 40 in the 1995. That is
About
your
60.
overhead. Get that fee waived, get your 3 and free waived, and that is your overhead. That's it. Everything else is paid for. And
I
so
went,
when you look at it like that, you're like, wow, that's pennies.
yeah, I went to Turn, the website, and it's $50 a month by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got Turn, we've got the social media thing, everything all together, 39.95. Turn by
So let me ask
itself,
you.
if you were just to go get it, is $50 a month.
So what about the commission claim forms on Humanity? Do you
With
still have to do
Turn, you
that, or
don't
do I
have
got
to
to do
do
it automatic?
commission claim forms. It's
You're kidding
automatic.
me.
That's in the package.
Awesome.
Yep.
Turn, you don't have to do commission claim forms. It's automatic.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, second the
Hallelujah.
notion. We definitely second that.
I mean,
Hey,
and see what's nice is when you got somebody, she's been in the industry for 25 years. And I know she came in saying, okay, we've got the reins, we've got the reins on our people. We have to take off the reins. We got to get rid of this 30-day wait. We got to give them the ID card immediately when they come on board. We've got to make the tools available. And one of the industry's leading tools is Turn. When she had the example up there where she just typed in the information and it's drag and drop is what they called it. Drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. It's going to simplify for things, even like for me.
hey, Rick,
Go right ahead.
simplify or tell me what were they talking about the vacation reward? Was there a change in the status of that?
Oh, the 7 day?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Do we still have it? I mean,
Yeah.
Of course.
I okay, I thought it went away.
No.
Not only do we have it, we've been grandfathered in it. The people on this call.
Right.
Hello. That's a shouting leap
Now,
right
of
there.
course, if anybody wants to give theirs up, Brenda and I, we're
We
family.
about to explode 3 of these bad boys through here right
We
soon
just,
here.
all
How
right, we
much
just
money you
came back
got?
from Orlando.
That was a nice looking one too, because we're looking at the packages to see where we want to take the family That was a great looking package you had there.
Now, here's the
And
biggest thing, one of the biggest things that came from this convention. I'm going to share with you right now. Our very own Von Nickelberry was voted MVP.
woo,
Woo-hoo! Yeah,
woo, woo.
yeah, yeah, woo-hoo!
Wow,
You
that
know
was a wow.
how huge that is. Our very own director was voted MVP of the convention of the year. Von Nickelberry. That is so huge, folks. And what's interesting, and others can add in here, Von, he said there was a couple of years in there that he didn't think he was going to even make it. And Chantel, he gave you that big shout out. Chantel sent some scriptures. People called to check on him. He was going through some of the darkest times in his life, with everything that was happening at one time, where he wasn't getting the money, where he wasn't doing this wasn't happening. Everything around him was failing, where a person could have said, I'm just going to give it up, call it quits, finito. And but he didn't. And everything turned around. If you're going through something, don't give up. You know, people are in your corner. People love you. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you do well. They
Hey,
want the
Rick,
best for you. Go right ahead.
the biggest shout out was to you from Vaughn
Yes, it was.
for helping him through. I mean,
You had stepped out of the room for a split second, but it was special.
the biggest shout out was for you. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be transparent, as they say, that Mr. AWOL Von Nickelberry, once you heard his story on that stage, you got a different understanding of why he was tripping and some of the stuff he went through. I mean, it doesn't excuse all of that, but he was a different man um, from what he had been through, and he acknowledged what it took, even to the point where he said he was thinking about ending his life. Do you hear me? It doesn't get any more serious than that. And so it was a touching moment and his time. So he's back in the game. So let's roll with it.
Absolutely. And when we all went up there, it was like a very personal, like time stopped right there. And a light shone on us, the whole team. And it was absolutely phenomenal, like he was talking directly to you. And I remember when they were bringing him up, and I always knew Vaughn was the guy because Vaughn has always, even when he was so young when we came into the company, and he always had the right people around him in leadership. He had the top leadership in the company from day one. He always had that. And so uh Dr. Coakley called him the quiet one. And that he's like the quiet storm, but he's working in the background. What I took away from him in my notes was don't quit, don't give up that one person. See, that one person, it was that one person that shook everything for him at a time when he was desperate. And a time when he had poured out and had given out and all of life was happening, that one person came along and brought his hope back. That one person is looking for every one of us. We are somebody's one person. Okay, and that was my takeaway when he said What we have to do is become that one person.
That's
That is
good.
how serious this moment is for us. See, it's not, Vaughn is the guy. And all year long, you will see that face, you will see the accolades, you will feel the touch. He's at a whole different level. His whole demeanor is different. Okay, the smile is back. Praying it stays there forever. Okay, but we get to work with that, to sit in a room with that. Coming over here, he'll be in the States putting in the time, and the people will start to trust again. And this bad boy is about to soar like you never seen before. We're gonna have all these people. The sleeping giants in the Pacific Northwest are waking up because we already have them in place. Life has dealt a blow to a lot of people. A lot of people on this call are those people. And so it looks like, oh, we're behind. We're never behind. It looks like, oh, you're way back there. Nope, nope, nope. We are in the place where we're supposed to be. And when these people step forth into their positioning that's always been there, it is going to blow this company into the next of the next, like a Sarisa. These are the people that we already have here in our team. And so don't get discouraged, but do not step out of your positioning.
That's
One
it.
thing I will encourage you as a person in this company, because everything we're doing, everything we add, it is helping Dr. Coakley. Okay? It's not just about, oh, my little team is winning. No, it's the whole company. Everything that I do helps him win. And when he wins, we all win. Right? So we have to put down our pride. We have to put down all the past, all the stuff that's back there that tried to block or stop us. That's gone. We got a whole, what did he say? A new passion, a new purpose, and a new freedom.
Amen. Come on
That's
now.
what we stepped into at the international convention. Back to you, Rick and Brenda.
Perfect, perfect. Anybody else before I say? Vaughn represents us as a team in his demeanor and low level, coming in steady but sure. That's our team. And you can take away the fact that with him being this year's MVP, it actually is setting something in place for our team who has been following his lead in a low key kind of fashion, but there, you know, and because that's what we do. We don't stop, we keep going, we in takeover mode always, but it's not big and boisterous, but it's steady but sure, knowledgeable, and willing to help anybody, and looking at this company and the product that we provide, you know, in a much bigger picture. What's the practical use of our product? Whether it's, of course, an income producing opportunity on the surge side, and with the travel technology package, with the Vortex, the membership, the travel agency as a career opportunity. What is the application to that, to our community, to our churches and ministries, to our businesses, to the individuals? What is the application of this package that we have? Brenda mentioned at the beginning of the call, one of the ladies that joined the business, her kids are coming to visit her, this weekend. And so we had talked in the past, hey, let's show them the opportunity. And that was way in the past when she first came on board. Excuse me. And so I sent her a text, hey, if we get some time, absolutely not. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay in. I don't know. I haven't made 1 cent except for when I brought somebody in. You don't do anything. You don't make any money. That's why I said, this is a business where you guys actually have to do something. And so I said, well, taxes, the write-up on your taxes. So I sent her the little package that we have that shows all the tax benefits and let her know that if I didn't sponsor a person, the tax benefits alone make it worth it. And then I took my time and I was just thinking, I said, you know what? You don't have to bring your kids in the business. You could add up to 4 people. You see that ring? You could add up to 4 people to the membership. And then I
That
said,
was awesome, Rick. Um, I just saw that this morning, but you know my testimony. I was a realtor when we got started in 2007, and 2008 was a bumper crop year for real estate. I sold so many houses. I got people in the houses. I got a letter from the IRS saying, send me $10,000 from all that money you made for your taxes. And we had started YTB 1 year prior. Once I did my taxes and got the write offs from the travel industry, we got a tax refund for
man, I'm gonna tell you now.
$125. $125.
I'm
If I
gonna tell
never
you
made
now.
if I never made a dime, I'm going nowhere. You hear me? Back to you, Rick.
And so I sent her the email with that information. By the way, that package is up on the GoTeamGet.com site. I believe it's under SBA training tab for the taxes, if you want the tax package. That has all the benefits and the medical and educational and all the write-offs. Glenn, that's a serious pot. $10,000. Okay, well, this is what I did. This is what I did. This is what I did. My internet, my cell phone. Now we always got to say, talk to your tax professional. Since we're not tax. So anyhow, I told her that. And then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, you can add up to 4 people on the membership. Your kids, 2 kids, can help make, travel on the site. Give them access. Let them book on the membership. Let them take some travel career opportunity training. They don't have to come into business. Why? Because we don't just make money, by recruiting people. This is a real business. Career opportunities. Save when you travel. That's why I was talking to the one guy. I was like, man, nobody can tell me nothing. The way Brenda and I travel and the way we save on membership, on hotel. Are you kidding me? Like you said, Glenn, the 7-day vacation stay. We just came back from Orlando. 7-day vacation stay. Didn't pay a dime on lodging. Myrtle Beach. All these places. That's why learn your business. Know your business. And so after having told her all that, she says, you know what? Let's schedule a time on Monday where you can share this with my kids. And then it just made me remember how many people are suffering alone, trying to get their family into something when they may have a member of their family that they trust, that they want to help, that can say, I can add up to 3 more people to my membership and let them use the product. Now, you can't write it off because you're not in the business, but let them use the product. Now, that's powerful. That right there is revelation knowledge. Add up to 4 people on the membership that you want to help, that you trust. And so, needless to say, we had a good convention. Brenda hit the nail on the head. We did some serious walking, man. I don't know about y'all, but I came back. I was like, Lord help me.
But
That
wait,
Glenn,
Rick,
uh,
how about we get to the airport and we are literally in corridor 50, Glenn, and they changed our corridor to number 8. So we slowly walk all the way to the other end of the airport. Now, this is after all the walking at the convention.
Man,
in
About
Miami.
two
That's
hours
that
later,
Miami airport.
in Miami.
they changed the corridor again, Rick. Over to 30 something. I said, Glenn, are you kidding me right now? I am livid. We walked all the way back to corridor 36.
Lord have mercy.
I could not wait to sit down. And I just looked, I said, there's got to be something in there somewhere, okay? But I'm like what you're saying. Find me a jacuzzi, hot tub, some massages, quickly. That was off
Oh,
the charts.
oh man. It's amazing. While I was over there, the adrenaline is flowing, everything's going like, yeah. I know Brenda actually Brenda said when you guys were smart, you saw the picture of the chicken that I took, right? The rooster.
Wait, I have some videos I'm going to put out there.
That
It
rooster
is
was
going to
strutting,
crack you
boy.
up.
That rooster. You guys
Yeah,
made friends with the pigeons and the roosters.
we
And
sure did. We just were relaxing, Darlene. She's gone, but we were like, and see, I told you. See, I would have had to walk across that airport. I would have been like throwing stones at somebody after that mountain climb you all did. But those pictures,
Check my Facebook page.
whoa.
I got the video of the iguana that Rick spotted.
oh yeah. We saw an iguana. You know, what's beautiful is we have beautiful life experiences together. We share beautiful life experiences together. Where do you find that? I know Jackie was with us in Jamaica when we went to Rick's Cafe and our little excursion, and with the private driver that took us all over the place, and we had those experiences, and this was a continuation of that, with Adrian and Darlene and of course Jackie. Oh man, where you can't make this stuff up. This is just something that it's life. But I can tell you that Surge is going to a whole nother level. Surge Humanity is going to a whole nother level. Coach's vision will come to pass, is coming to pass, is right before us. And how we say, even way back when, that the deluge of people is coming, and like you just said, Chantel, don't get out of position no matter what you see. Stay in position. Just stay in position. You may be going through life experiences. Stay in position. You may be stay in position. Because the people that are there's going to be a deluge that they're going to be looking for someone, you know, as things heat up out there. We're in a place of safety in the position that we're in. The company will grow, with Sarisa coming on board. The travel side is getting ready to go to a whole nother level. And I never really worked travel because I didn't want to try to figure nothing out. When she showed this turn, I can even do that. But what excited me most is that Brenda's excited about it. I'm like, Brenda, is excited to learn what we have committed.
It's-
You have to set,
yeah,
you have
and the
set,
reason why is because they pulled us off. All you're gonna have to do is get people's email and plug them in. The website is going to do all the work. The AI is going to do all the work for you. Because that's the part I did not like. I did not like having to talk to people, finding out what their budget is, where they want to go, when they want to go, how many family. That's the part that made me tired. Now that they can put in that information on their own, oh man, it's game over.
we committed, we being Brenda and I and our team, committed to Vaughn Thursday night for training. Now, I haven't put anything out yet, but we're going to do it. And but for training. Now, in understanding also, and this is interesting. I want to get a little bit of feedback before we jump off. I know it's kind of late. Jeannie Sharpless, way back when, was the travel person that did all the training, if you remember. And and she made a statement that she was behind the other directors because she actually focused on training all of YTV at that time. And someone had made the comment, it paid off because now she's getting overrides from the top travel people that she has on her team. And so it pays off. Now, we're still working the business, but you guys know that we have a lot to offer the company in terms of training, especially marketplace ministry and the different things that we're doing and being able to train different subject areas. And whether it be taxes, like, we were just talking about, Glenn. And so we said, okay, Thursday night we'll provide that training. I'm going to be looking to you guys, to really step out and to say, okay, I can train this or I can train that so that it's not just me. I can train all of it. But I want you guys to think of things that you can do and take this as an opportunity, to hone your skills. I know, Jackie, you can train something, with all the work that you're doing out there, and going to the different places. You have something, Mariano?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did I hear Delby say last night that there's going to be a training on the new sites this Saturday?
That's what it said on the team builder mentorship call. I mean, Zoom.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to, because the thing is, I'm all in as far as what you just said, Rick. But we got to train the trainers first, right? So,
Mhm.
Well,
once we learn it, then I'm more than
That's
happy to
true.
step in.
either that, you know how we work.
Yeah, sure.
We train, the trainers can train themselves by getting the information. And the people on our team, we know, because it's something we've been doing for a long time, how to learn, how to teach, how to train. And so I'm expecting at least the people on our team to train themselves in the area that they're comfortable with.
The
Yeah,
The
sure.
areas
And I
leaders.
that
just
they're
want to find out
comfortable with.
I just want to find out when the company was going to train us all.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the
I
So
think
one.
it's
yes,
That's
good
the one.
too to hear how Delby is doing it
Absolutely.
take that
because
training and then come back
yes,
and give it to our training.
yes,
Copy
because
that.
And I want
you
I
have
want
to
to
hear things over and over again.
Yeah, because that's what we're doing. We're learning this together. It's not like the Aidens, these are the lead. No. The leaders are in the room. It's time for the leaders to step into your position and say, I own that part. Become that team builder. Be on that mentorship with your leadership so that you can firsthand hear this information because it is to the next levels. And you want to be in that room when Dr. Coakley is training and when Delby's training, which is on Saturday. And yes, it's Old Dog 30 in the Pacific Northwest, but we have been on every one of those. Was we tired? Yes. Did we want to get up? No. Did we get up? Yes. And we invited the team to get on with us. Now, this is where this steps up. The team has to step up and say, I'm going to be present. Okay? Because this is your responsibility as a leader for your family. That's a big responsibility to step in that seat, as Juliet said, to be that person, which was 27 months. 27 months of earning $1,000 bonuses until it took her over into well over whatever million she's at now. She said it was 27 straight months of training her team, pushing them up into the waiving their fee, becoming a team builder, and then she handed them off. Though she was right there with us, she hands you off to be the leader. So the leader has to say, you know what? I'm the leader. I am going to bring the 2, the 3, to get the 5, to be the team builder, to earn that $500. That is our responsibility, but the person has to own their part in it. But we're available. But that
That's
team
true.
building mentorship is essential on
It
Saturday
really
morning.
is.
It's essential. You're getting trained by a multi-billion. Look, I'm talking about multi-billionaire. Let me push him on over there, Chris Coakley, because his wisdom that he's getting from these billionaires, and he's going after it just like he was when he was 19 and he went after that millionaire. He's in the same seat. And he's bringing that to us. So I just want to encourage you, to step into the new day that we're in this company, the new season, because you can.
So that's what I'm saying. Take what you can, learn what you can, and then teach us, knowing that you're getting information for the purposes of training information.
Right. Learning to train, learning to
Learning to
share it.
train. What you see on my screen now is me putting my camera up during the convention and turning those pictures into slides. Now, not everybody can do what I do, but you can get information, the truth about certain, and for the purposes of teaching it. Now, I'll give this training at some point. This is the training that Delby gave, and you're just seeing me flipping through the slides. But I got the information so I can teach the information, to take ownership of the information. And so this is the new vision, the roadmap, the vision, the lessons from the leaders, the Surge 365 opportunity, the 4 phases of growth, our momentum. The moment is now. I got this information so that I can teach that information. Point being, as the leader in this day and age right now, grab the information. The platform is laid. So whatever you want to do, whatever you can teach, and it may be something you already know, because the secrets of this business are the things that we already know are the minor points that people look over to be successful in this business. By the way, the presentation's in the back office under resources and presentations to download. So the new presentation, we have a new presentation. In fact, I just downloaded it. And so definitely go back into your back office and you can download the new presentation. Over to you, Brenda.
Wow, that was good. Man, that was packed with information. It was packed with the excitement that everybody had. Uh, we'll be figuring out exactly what more we're gonna do, but definitely join us tonight. We're gonna just do like we did today. We want everybody to kind of chime in and share their experience. We should have other people from other teams, and if that's the case, we'll ask them to do the same, because that's what it's all about, just sharing the knowledge and what you got. And the more we learn, the more we share, the more we earn, all of those things. So we're going to be doing it on the what is that? That 889 success. So we'll be
Yes.
doing tonight on that one. I'll tap into Vaughn and see if I'm quite sure he has it. And if he's available to jump on. Brenda Harding, I think this is the second Thursday of the month? This is the second Thursday of the month. She can't make it on the second Thursdays of the month, but she'll be plugging her team in also. And so will Charmaine, but I haven't heard from her yet. You figure everybody is still trying to figure it out from the convention, but we don't like to wait. So we're going to go ahead and jump in, feet first, and see how it rolls, because that's the only way you're going to be successful, is by just doing it. And so that's what we're going to do. Yes, we want to make sure everybody build their team builder, and we want everybody to come, team builder and all, because the more you grow, the bigger our company gets, the bigger that power line gets, the bigger your commission is going to be when you hit that $1,000 bonus. So you definitely want to make sure you get into that comma club. So even though we're excited about the whole travel end of it, that's still good. But I really want to hear how they're going to talk about training this new presentation, where it's more on selling the travel package. Selling the travel package is how we're making our money. We don't just make money on recruiting. We make money on selling the travel package. Oh, and another thing real quick, changing the narrative on the internet about our business. It says that all we do is make money from recruiting. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. So we want to make sure we say things like, we sell travel packages. We sell that blah, blah, blah. So learning the terminology from Delvey is what we want to definitely do. And any training that the company puts out, we should all jump on it and listen. because that's free training. Everything else you got to pay for knowledge. And so if it's true, free, and you can learn, jump on, even if you can only listen because you're at work. Only if you can only listen because you're, doing something else. Put those ear pods on, put those headphones on, and just listen and continue to do what you're doing. Because I believe in multitasking. You can get a lot done when you multitask. So, anybody else before we jump off? Well, all righty. Rick will post the number in case folks
Hey,
miss.
Brenda,
Yes, go right ahead, Glenn.
I just want to say that what I really took away from San Juan was a total reset. Any negativity, any beef, any of that. It was like a rebirth of all of us, and
It really was.
it was a uniting, a unity that was sorely needed, and that's where we are now. So whatever happened in the past, hey, squash it. As
Past
Malcolm
that last.
Alexander would say,
Hey,
squash
Glenn.
it.
Hey, Tim. Tim, so good to have you join us. Tim from the Bronx. You have anything you want to say?
I wasn't there, but I missed a lot of your meeting just now. I had to take care of my mom. So I'm going to ask Chris to send me on the replay. I wasn't in Puerto Rico. I had a medical
You got it,
emergency.
my friend.
Thank you,
I
brother.
got
Thank you.
you, Timmy.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. And then plug in tonight too.
Oh,
Tonight is
I
going to
am.
be
I
a lot
am.
more of this. Yeah,
Oh, I
a lot
am.
more of this.
I was fired up after what I saw last night on television Zoom.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, good deal. Hey, well, we'll see you guys
Good
tonight.
to see you, Rick.
All righty. Well, you know
Thanks,
what I
Tim.
love to say, that we are the most trusted travel team in Surge 365. We are winners.
And Rick.
And we will see each other on the beaches of the world and the call tonight. Everybody
And
have
Rick,
a
I'm
great
still
rest of
saying
your day.
your affirmation, Tim Director O'Sullivan.
I missed
All
it. What'd
righty.
you say?
I'm still saying that the affirmation you gave me at the 10-year anniversary at the grand opening of the home office. Tim Director O'Sullivan.
Awesome.
Hey, God bless.
God
All right.
everyone.
bless.